morning, everybody. Chris here, Friendly Frenzy Games, back with our next episode of Potion Craft Alchemist Simulator. At the end of yesterday's episode, not sure if you caught it, but if you did, you might remember that we completed the Rubedo recipe, or I guess completed the Rubedo crystal, which is really cool. Easily far and away the farthest that we have ever been in this game, so that's super cool. We purchased the life salt recipe, which is awesome. Again, we need the Rubedo crystal to be able to make life salt, and we also need the Rubedo crystal to be able to make the philosopher's stone. So we have a couple of recipes here that we're going to be trying to dive into today. Obviously, we're going to need to make a second Rubedo crystal anyway, so that's kind of our ultimate game plan right now. To do that, though, we need to make sure that we are able to get some flame weed. So, gonna just hit continue here. We're gonna pop into the game and just pick up exactly where yesterday's episode left off here. So let's see where we are with respect to this. You can see we're not working on Philosopher's Stone right now. What are we working on? Citrinitas. So we are working right now on making the Citrinitas crystal so that we can use it for our Rubedo recipe again. And we could actually make quite a few of the Rubedo recipes, which is pretty interesting, but we are having an issue right now because we don't have flameweed, and I used so much flameweed in our Citrinitas recipes here. So we've already created Citrinitas 1, but we need 2, 3, and 4. You can see here we're also low, or I don't know if we're completely out of, but we're definitely low. Yeah, we're very low on Foggy Parasol too. So we'll probably play a day or two and see if we're able to get some flameweed here. Obviously, at the end of last episode, I just rested, and I haven't done anything on today, day 58 yet, but quick stat check. Good profits here. 19 substances created, 351 customers served, 520 potions brewed, so that's pretty cool. Just collect our herbs here from the garden. Not very much of a yield there today, but let's see what we can get here. I can't imagine this guy really has anything else to sell us. I'm pretty sure life salt is probably the last recipe that he would have to sell, but I don't think we need any more pages, even though he's selling them at a tremendous discount. If you remember when we started this game, they were $170 a piece. They are now $55. Obviously, that's partially because our trading is so high now, and that was also at a discounted price anyways, but let's see if we can fill these people's requirements here, and then we will see what we have for some ingredient stock. I'm just going to, we want to try and run our popularity up a little bit here. So as much as I'm concerned about money, I'm really not now, because I think we have the most expensive pieces in the game. So we should be able to just sell. We're still going to get a decent profit. Obviously, we're going to, I mean, we're leaving some dollars on the table by not haggling, but it does kind of make things go a lot quicker, and you also get one additional popularity if you don't haggle. That's kind of what this means here. Every time you haggle, you lose a possible popularity on there. So I mean, if we're gaining kind of 4 popularity for fulfilling orders, we're only getting 3 when we haggle, because obviously you go through the negotiation process, and that would kind of turn some customers off. But what do we have here? You need to open a chest. I can only hope that acid is going to be fine. Perfect. Sell. I almost haggled there just by kind of the sheer repetitiveness of me going to haggle every order, but what do you want? Poison. So a bunch of easy potions to start here. We really are just looking to get that herb merchant, though. We really need, what is that? We really need flameweed. The mushroom guy would be good too, because we need foggy parasol, but do you have a potion that will help me move more quietly? You need at least a little grasping root. I don't know what would help you move quietly. It's either going to be invisibility or levitate, but I don't think we have grasping root in any of those, so I'm just going to pass that along. Here comes the mushroom man. Awesome. What do you got, bud? We needed Foggy Parasol. Very clearly, he doesn't have any, but Shadow Chanterelle, we know we use that in a couple of recipes. Honestly, we might as well just get what we can here from this guy. just because if we're going to need to recreate some of these recipes, again, like I'll probably try and make some new recipes if we aren't able to get, ooh, I gotta be careful here. But if we aren't able to get some good ones from the, sorry, if it takes too long to get the flame weed from the herb dealer, I'm probably gonna just end up making some new recipes here. So I'm gonna spend a little bit more money than I was expecting to here, but honestly, he's got such high quantities of these and they're all severely discounted. Honestly, we could probably go for Kraken Mushroom too, but I want to make sure that we're gonna have at least a little bit of money should we come across some flame weed here. We're gonna haggle. These are the only times I'm gonna haggle now, is when it actually comes time to being able to save a little bit of money. I don't want to drive prices up by 300. I'm totally fine by getting a $2,300 discount here, so let's just haggle again on medium, save ourselves some cash. Awesome. Still have 3,400, and I don't remember, so I don't really know what this is. Wondering if you had any kind of magical cream for my joints to make me feel young again. I don't really know what that would be. Shouldn't be enlarged. I don't know if it would be a shrink. We could try shrink. I can't see why this would be good though. No. If everything stops aching, I could bring you more mushrooms. Buddy, I don't know really what your problem is, because we've tried heal, we've tried strength, we've tried a bunch of things. If everything stops aching, I could bring you more mushrooms, but I honestly don't know what this would be at this point. Like, we have a couple of things here that we have not yet uncovered. Very clearly though, like, I mean, if we're wanting Foggy Parasol, we're gonna up our chances of getting that if we can get him what he's looking for. I just don't know what he's actually looking for. Like, I don't know if it's a potion that I'm just not understanding, or if it's one that we're actually missing. But like, even in looking at these, we've seen all of these before. There's only one here, and this, I'm pretty sure, is the cursed one that we haven't seen. So I don't know, out of all of these effects now that we have uncovered, what he would actually be looking for. I'm not really sure, so I'm gonna let him scoot by one more time. Again, we're not gonna lower our popularity, it just lowers our potential yield from him, but this very likely is not gonna happen. Arcane Crystal, that's the purple one. I think we've only used it in one recipe to this point, and it's definitely not the main ingredient. It's too expensive to try and fulfill this, so you can scoot along there. Sucks because every order that we don't fulfill, minus the merchant ones, is -5 popularity, and we're only getting 4 popularity for completing orders, so definitely a diminishing return once you get in the higher stages here, but not... it's not terrible. It's really not that hard to get that. You just kind of have to spend some more time maybe making unique recipes. And again, it's one of those where if we don't get max popularity, it doesn't really matter. At this point, I'm really just trying to play through the game and show you what completing it would look like. If we go back and want to come, 100% this game, then it will take a little bit more time. You'll get even more playtime out of it. But for right now, what we're trying to do is just complete the game, make it through the path, craft the life salt, craft the philosopher's stone, and make the Magnus Opus. But if it doesn't have goblin shroom, you want Rubedo. We don't have goblin shroom in here, so he should pay pretty handsomely for this one. Nice. He's gonna give us $1,000 without even having to haggle. That's always nice. You need a potion with bonus effects. You need poison with bonus effects. Like, realistically, this wouldn't be that hard to make because poison is very early on. The problem though is that you need to have additional effects that make sense. We can't just add like a healing potion because it's closed, or we can't just add fire because it's closed, because it's going to be attributes that don't necessarily like work together, and they aren't going to care for it. So I mean, we could spring down and go to acid, but honestly, I don't care that much to fulfill that order. I'm really just looking for flame weed so we can do what we're trying to do in this game first, and then we can go back and kind of try and clean some of this stuff up. But I need a potion so I can create okay. If it's made from 2 types of ingredients, I probably don't have that. Definitely don't. We have one that's close, but you're kind of SOL today, my guy. You're gonna have to just take this, okay? Perfect. We want to scare residents with certain... Okay, sure. Firebell. It's definitely not a main ingredient in this one, I don't think. But we have... And it's nice too because this is just an additional. The green stats are just an additional. They'll pay more for it, but it doesn't affect our actual popularity. So as long as we can complete the order, we're all good here. We're going to get... Oh, maybe it does actually affect. Maybe we would have gotten an additional popularity if we would have fully completed the order. That's not something that I can say I've noticed before, but obviously something that I just quickly learned. We know we didn't get any Foggy Parasol or Flameweed, so we're just going to go to bed again. Like I said, we'll probably play through one more day. I want to have one more run at this herb, the herb merchant, just to see if we can get some Flameweed. If not, we'll probably have to just kind of reevaluate our stock and remake some of those recipes here and just kind of see. Because I don't want to hold up too long on trying to get this Flameweed, because honestly, even if we see some, it might not be enough. And honestly, as we've seen, it doesn't hurt to have 2 recipes here just so you can kind of really make use of what you have on hand. So, not the end of the world. It is going to take a little bit more time than I would have initially liked. The whole idea of saving these recipes is to be able to save us time, but again, that's the one issue that you run into when you make all of your recipes primarily on, you know, using one main type of ingredient. It's pretty hard to be able to have that on stock at all times, especially with some of these requiring, you know, 3, another 3, you know what I mean? So even to be able to go through and make Citronitas again, we would need at least, you know, 9, 10 Flameweed on hand here, so we only have 2, so obviously pretty expensive for Flameweed, the Citronitas recipe is, but... Okay, need to become invisible. Best if the potion is weak. Well, I don't have a weak one, and I don't really care to make a weak one, so I'm going to just give you what I want to give you. We're going to use the one with some mushrooms because we've got a lot of mushrooms at this point. You can see we could make 12 of either of those. It doesn't really matter. She would pay more again, obviously, if it's weak, but I don't really care. Okay, so for that one, we got 4 popularity. So I'm not sure why we got 4 popularity for that one and 3 for the other. Really not sure. But this guy wants to curse someone. We know we don't have an actual curse recipe right now. We're gonna need to start getting these, honestly. I don't even know where the curse one is. But that probably wouldn't be the end of the world to get either. I don't remember what this is. Get that. Let's go to, so hallucinations, curse. Okay, you know what, I think we're gonna spend a little bit of time here today. We're gonna have to get some of these just because I don't know what's what. Obviously I don't think this one's the curse. Obviously we haven't made curse yet, so we know it's going to be one of these nodes that we have not quite made it to yet. But what we can do, we know we have crystals and stuff that are going to shoot us through these channels, so let's just try. We're going to go to this node here. I don't know what this one is, but we might as well get it because people are going to keep asking us for things, and instead of turning people away all the time, I'd really rather not if we don't have to. We have a decent amount of Tangleweed here. We still have a decent amount of Water Bloom, so I'll probably just mix these 2 up a little bit just to get us to kind of where we're going here. You can see Tangleweed's going to do a lot of the work, but I don't want this to be so heavy on Tangleweed. Use a little bit of Water Bloom here. And then we will fly across this. It's always chancy hitting in there, but you know, if you are right dead center of the map, if you use 2 Tangleweed, you're not going to clip enough to kill you. This one's actually not that hard to get to. We just got to make sure that we can round this corner a little bit here. That's not so bad. Just take this right into the wall. Okay. See if we can go one more time. We want to go up more though, if anything. Take an ice fruit just because. Get right into the wall, and then we'll use our crystal to shoot us across. That is this one. Yep. Crystal will shoot us in. We're gonna have to use some salt here, obviously. Gonna use whatever one turns us left, the moon salt. Okay. It's too bad because we have a lot of sun salt. We could use sun salt, but it'd be cheaper to use moon salt at this point. Okay. again, we have 2 tangleweed. Might as well put this up to some water blooms here. I'm curious what this one is, because honestly, I'm not sure. If it's hallucinations, it'd be pretty cool, because obviously we had people the other day asking to get high. I would imagine that that is a hallucination potion. Just based on everything that we have available in this to us right now, we have a lot of these mushrooms here, so anything that would take us to the right is sweet, but like a lot of these kind of take us. I wonder if we use a couple of these just because. I'm not gonna, like, we're gonna pop right into the skulls there. I think with, I don't know actually if that's gonna pull us out enough. Just kind of screwed that up a little bit thinking that it would, but I'm not 100% now actually. I just don't want to spend too much time in the skulls here. Kraken mushroom would probably work to pull us out, but again, we don't have a lot of those. We could use this again. It'll just end up being like 2 of all these ingredients, which isn't the end of the world. Use a second ice fruit, because why not? See if we can use a lot of these same ingredients, just 2s for everything. What was this that we used? Oh, that's a crystal. I don't want to use that. We have the phantom skirt again. I don't want to spend time in the skulls there. That's not bad. Just a little random. Whoop, probably would have been fine there. Went a little far. So we know with this, obviously, we're going to want to kind of end up in behind this bottle here. Can't quite do that with Phantom Skirt. What else do we have here? Up and right. That's pretty good. What was this? There was one that kind of curled us around here. That was pretty good. I don't know what I thought I saw, but... Oh, maybe that one. That was pretty good. We'll use this to pull us kind of in line here. Shadow Chanterelle is going to be too tall. We could use... We need to get a little bit of height, though. So we could use one more Tangleweed. I guess we will. We'll use one more Tangleweed. Pull it up to about here, just to get us a little bit of height. I know I dropped down a little bit there, but just to give us a little bit of flexibility. I don't want to complete this potion yet, just because that's only going to be a level 1. We have a potential to get level 3 here. We'd have to kind of have everything aligned, but it's not going to be quite high enough. If we dilute into this, we should be in good shape. We're not going to get level 2 until we turn. We know we're probably going to need to pull up a little bit, though, anyway. So I'm going to just do this. Complete our path, and then find something that's going to pull us up a little bit. And then once we do that, we can do a little bit of rotating. Or maybe we could just get our... No, I want to pull up. If that's possible, we could add some wind bloom. I think, as long as we're lined up, we should be fine. So that looks pretty good. Now let's use some moon salt to turn our bottle to the left here. So we just got to make sure that we don't overspin, because it's very easy to overspin these. We're going to dilute a little bit. So you can see we're in pretty good shape for level 2. Now we just got to be very, very careful. Make sure our bulbs line up. And be very, very careful with moon salt. As soon as you drop it, that ends it. You don't want to keep holding it because it will just keep adding, so just drop it. You can see here, whatever this is, we're going to have level 3. Oh, shrinking. Oh, that's not good. We already have level 3 shrinking. And that's on the oil-based. Okay, well, we know we have a water-based and an oil-based version of shrinking. So I wish that was something different. That probably explains why it was so close, but I definitely think we have a much more efficient when we use the oil-based. But we have this now. We at least know what this is. We're going to finish this potion. Good to know what that is. Sucks that that's what it was, but again, did a little bit of exploring there. I don't remember. This guy, no. Come back for you. Escape from pursuers. You don't want lost mushroom, that's fine. I don't think I've seen that. You only want 2 types of ingredients or less. which is fine. This should work. We don't have lust mushroom. It's only one type of ingredient, so this is a premium. We should be good giving him this. Beautiful. So we meet both of those requirements. We get 6 popularity with that. So you must get additional for the extra things that you meet, which is awesome. I want to throw something foul smelling. So we did have that stench, but I don't remember where we found that. So fragrance is here, the slippery one is here, this is luck, so we gotta get some of these up in our top corner. We have to get them in a better grade, a higher grade. The stench, I'm wondering if it was in oil, because I don't see it here. I don't know where we got the stench potion. Pop into oil real quick. See it here though. Is it this? Yeah, okay. Okay, so we don't have a level 3 version of stench. We just hit level 1, which I'm surprised because it's not that far. So let's go ahead and get that because we do need this as a recipe. We haven't had too many people ask for it, but we might as well just get it because it's not too far for us to go and grab. And again, very clearly, we are having people ask for this. So let's just go ahead. We're going to try as hard as we can to avoid, obviously, the skulls, but also these mirages just to make the most use of our ingredients here. But again, it's not the end of the world if you go through those. It's just going to make your path a little longer, a little harder to predict. You can use some gold thorn just to kind of give us the angle around here. So we should be good there. This is gonna also help us just rip right around here. Okay. I didn't expect actually to be that close. Now I'm pretty sure we're gonna burn on this one at this point because even if we dilute, it's gonna pull me back up through the way we came, so that doesn't work. If I finish this path, we're still gonna be too close to the skulls, I think, so I didn't actually realize that we were gonna be as close there as we were. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna play it a little smarter this time, knowing now how kind of close that was for some reason. I did not think that we were as close to the skulls as we were, but like you can see, that does not look like he would be all that close. If we just don't extend it, we should be fine sitting here. I think maybe part of the problem is we catch this little bit of the mirage here and it pulled everything in a little tighter. But again, not the end of the world. It's a bunch of ingredients that we don't really use a whole lot of. We're gonna use gold thorn once more even. Ooh. Okay, so that's fine. And now we can probably use a firebell. We've got a lot of fire. Actually, I'm forgetting that we have to get level 3 here. So let's use... If we could use Hairy Banana and end up here, that would be perfect. My only thing is I think with Hairy Banana, we're going to catch the edge of this and it's going to pull us in a little tighter. So again, it's not the end of the world. Actually, this one's pretty good. We're going to need still, I think, something to be able to pull us up just a smidge. But we should be able to skip everything. If we get down here, we can try our luck at diluting. If that makes sense. Just trying to see if this would be a little better for us or what. I don't think that's going to be enough. Yeah, we're going to need to come just a smidge higher. Now, try and figure out the cheapest way to do that. Honestly, we have a lot of fluff bloom, so if we add even a little bit of this, we should be good. We've got a lot to be able to recreate this recipe. So, and even still too, like we've only pulled in a little bit. This is still going to give us height that we need. I don't think we're lined up here, but I want to dilute to get a little better sense of how we are doing and how we're lining up. You can see we're a little bit off. We got to pull just a little further up here to get in line with these dash marks. Again, that's pretty good. I still don't know if we're 100% on though. We're going to need to come up just a little more, I think. You can see we're a little under the line. That puts us in pretty good shape. So you can see just micro adjustments makes the world of difference in this game. Continue diluting here. And just like that, we're at level 3. So we're going to now have a level 3 stench potion, which is huge, because that is not a recipe that we had. But we can make now, which is awesome for all of our people who want to get up to some nasty shenanigans. Perfect. Okay, so Gonna finish that potion just to make sure that we have it. Obviously we have the recipe, but she's asking for it, so we can pop that on and we can sell. And here's our herb merchant. She again does not have flameweed, so with that we're going to just try and recreate some of these recipes at this point. I'm gonna buy all of the ones that she has cheap. Thornstick, we're not using all that much. These other ones I don't really care. They're all kind of like a premium price or regular price. Honestly, we're not using them enough to justify that, but I am going to go through now and recreate some of these citronitas recipes just because I don't want to be waiting for as long as we're gonna have to be waiting. We want to get a luck potion though, because we want to be able to make sure that she's gonna bring us a higher yield next time. That would be really kind of helpful here. Maybe with this luck potion, if we can actually get this done for her, I'll play through one more time because it will save me quite a bit of time if we don't have to go through and recreate those 3 recipes, because they are kind of a pain and we use a lot of different ingredients in the process. So maybe getting a luck potion for her, obviously it's going to do wonders for us because we only have, we don't even have it as an option to be able to make somebody at this point. So what we're going to do is we'll make this. We will give it to her hopefully in one more kind of day, full day playthrough here. We're going to be able to get some flameweed from her. Obviously, it might just mean that she's going to bring us some different herbs instead of upping our yield on flameweed. We really, really need flameweed to be able to not have to recreate those recipes. But again, if it gets to the point where we are making recipes, I'm going to try and go very mushroom heavy because we have a lot of them. You can see here too, honestly, like luck isn't even that bad to get to. What we can do, I think it's probably easier instead of going through this kind of minefield here. The experience would be nice, but honestly, we don't really need it for much of anything. We'll just kind of shoot out past invisibility here and then shoot up into the corner. We know we're going to need some salt again to be able to turn it. It's should be a sun salt recipe, which is nice because we got a lot of sun salt, so that'll be good. Let's just see how best we can cover our ground here. Where's one of those water caps? That'll always help us get. We always tend to use it in and around here, which is cool because it really does cover a lot of ground. Honestly, if we use some whirlweed, no, that's not going to work. It's going to catch us too far up. Maybe if we use one of those. No. Wow, we're actually running low on that now too. What about one of those purple things? That's pretty good. We spend a little bit of time in the skulls, but I don't think anything to be particularly concerned about. I mean, worst case, we lose a couple of ingredients. It hasn't been too much time or too much effort to get here, but you can see we're fine. We can use this crystal. I'm pretty sure we have one that shoots us a little straighter up, though. Where's that cloud? This one? Okay, so that's actually not going to take us through quite yet. So maybe what we want to do is get a little closer to here at this point, use some of our cheaper ingredients. We'll get into here, and then it's a much smaller bridged gap. Let's just see. We could use a couple of mud mushrooms, or mad mushrooms, just because it gives us the angle, it gives us some height, and we also have a lot of them. So that should be perfect. Get us up into here a little bit. Be really good for an invisibility, but okay, so we can use our, where's that cloud shard? Cloud crystal, perfect. You can see this is going to shoot us right through as long as we grind it up completely. It's going to teleport us right through. Boom. We can use some whirlweed again. I don't want it to be super heavy on one ingredient though. This gives us, if we use one more mad mushroom, that gives us, like, obviously we're into, you know, 4 mad mushrooms at this point, which is pretty expensive on one ingredient, but again, it's not an ingredient that we use in a whole lot of recipes, so I'm not super concerned. This will give us another reason to use this one, which is always kind of nice. I'm gonna put it to about here because honestly, if I could get a second one and we can get the angle, it would actually be really good because we don't use this for anything. That is gonna be perfect. we should pull in really nicely right in behind here with this. So that's good. I'm glad that that worked out the way that it should have. We might actually overshoot a little bit. Again, we don't have to complete the path though. What we can try and do right now while we're in front is kind of try and line up our... So we know at this point we are basically like right in line. We might be a little over, but we're basically right in line with the angle that we're gonna need. So we can try and line up our bottle, again, using sun salt, because we know, obviously, that it spins our bottle to the right. We know we're going to need some sun salt, so let's just try and get the proper bottle angle now. I'm just going to drop it. I might have overshot a little bit, so we might need to actually use some moon salt oh, I screwed that up. I shouldn't have done that already, because you can see that it messes with our path. I forgot that, so that's my bad. Okay, I screwed that up. So this is going to change now the trajectory of these things. So that is going to make it a little bit more complicated than how simple we had this. I should have waited to do that. That's completely my bad now. I would always recommend going forward, I'm going to make a note of that because it makes quite a predicament now. Actually, I guess everything still does work the same, it looks like. It only distorts our one path there. I know that doesn't really make sense. I'm sorry, I'm kind of just talking as I'm figuring this out here. You can see, okay, so that puts us in a pretty good spot. Honestly, that didn't damage us as much as I was expecting it to. You can see we're basically right in line there again. We're actually in pretty good shape. We may need to adjust a little bit with some moon salt to tip our bottle back a little bit. Yeah, we will. So you can see now that our bulb's lined up a bit, we can get this just a little tighter. Pull this in. We're gonna need to add just oh no! Did we get a little bit of height out of this still? Because we actually, without sun salt, could have got, okay. Actually, without sun salt, could have gotten this turned enough. I have no problem using another ingredient at this point. I would rather use that than sun salt to have to spin. So if we can pull out to the right just a little bit, I think now we are probably fine. I might just be going on a goose chase now, but I did see 3 pop up really quickly. You can see here now, the more ingredients that we add, we're just kind of distorting everything here. So it's not going to be as good a recipe as we had the opportunity of making probably 2 or 3 times ago. But we are where we are at this point. I'm just trying to get a luck potion. Okay. So we're in good shape. I'm going to dilute right now. Just keep us on this line. See if we can hit 3 without having to add more salt. And the reason I don't want to add more salt is because I don't want to have to be constantly making albedo and negredo and all of these crystals to be able to keep replenishing our salt stock. No problem, because we're always getting money in this game. So no problem buying herbs, but I don't want to have to keep creating these crystals. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's going to pop a 3 for us again. Okay, so with this, we are going to have to add just a smidge of salt, which isn't a huge issue. Again, just a very, very small amount, and if I could recommend anything, don't pull it away, just pour it in and drop it when you're done, and it'll drop. You can see a very small amount, only 14. Okay, so this is inspiration. This isn't even luck. Okay, so I screwed that up anyways, but again, this is not a potion that we had. We do now, so that's fine. Not a great recipe, not a bad recipe. Still a recipe that we did not have, though, so inspiration, that's interesting. Oh, that's luck. What did this person need? I don't even remember. Oh, she needs luck. Yeah, right. Of course she does. Okay, so that's fine. We'll boot off into this right corner now. So we did a little bit of exploring. Honestly, it's something that we were going to need to do anyway, so it's not really the end of the world. I don't want to make this recipe super reliant on tangleweed. Let's try and make this one out of ice fruit for as long as we can. This one with a little mix of winter bloom, maybe, or water bloom. We may need water bloom really quickly just to be able to use ice fruit and get us out of these skulls here. So I'm trying to drag this down. There we go. Okay, so this will be good. We know we're trying to go far right, and then it's kind of tucked in behind. some things. Actually, it's going to be far right, and then we got to go straight up. So it's not even that bad to get to either. A lot of these nodes, once you get the proper ingredients, really aren't all that hard to get to, especially with the crystals helping you kind of traverse the channels. It's a lot harder when you don't have crystals to try and come up with an efficient blend of herbs that are going to kind of help you round the weird corners or cover just a lot of weird ground, but that's okay. We're gonna go, I think, because that actually works pretty well. All the other ones were pulling us through skulls, which is why I didn't want to use them, but that worked actually pretty well. So if we keep climbing and we shoot out to about here, that's kind of where I'm aiming for right now, to use a crystal in and around there. We should be able to, even if it's that purple crystal, the arcane crystal, we should be okay. We can use that, we can use this to basically get us into the wall, and then we should be in good shape. My only problem is it might be a little too far, but again, we should have total control over where this is going to take us. Okay, so that'll be perfect. We should just clear the skulls. We're probably still pretty close, but we shouldn't be taking too much damage. Perfect. So that's good shape. Honestly, I couldn't have really asked for too much more than what we got there. Where's that water cap? No, that digs us too far back here to start. What else do we have? Far right, far right. That's pretty good. Like, ideally, if we use a water bloom or two, we gotta watch that. Make sure we get out of this. Yeah, okay. So use a water bloom. Probably one more, and then if we can use this to fly up, we should be in really good shape. You see water bloom. So these that used to be our like main herbs, our cheap herbs, are now becoming the ones that are basically kind of helping to tie these recipes together, which is really cool. So I'm gonna go to about here and then hopefully be able to use that purple thing. This one. Oh yeah, that's good. Because we don't use this too much, and obviously it does cover quite a bit of ground and gives us the general direction of where we need to go. So nice quick one there. Beautiful. Not really using wind bloom for too many things these days here, but again, there are only so many herbs that take us in the up direction. I definitely feel like there's more that go down, but maybe not. Could be wrong. We're gonna use this one just because it gives us a weird little angle, and it can give us a bit of a direction. It gives us some space to work. Boom, boom, perfect. Now we change the angle here, so now we're essentially just trying to go up and left. That takes us too far into here. This runs us along the skulls a little bit too much too, I think. That's really good. We know though we need to stay on like this side so we can use the dilution to pull us along this line. So we got to be careful with how much of it we use, but that's going to help us get to where we are wanting to ideally go. So again, with this now, I'm going to wait until we're basically in line with the bottle, and then I'm going to add our salt to spin, because there's no point in doing it before. It's going to change the entire trajectory of kind of where we are going, or where our path is. So I want to use, what do we want to use here? Like, that's good. I just don't know if it gives us enough space, but it does seem pretty good. Let's try it. We'll try it. I'm gonna go just a little higher. We don't have to complete this, but I just want to have an out in case we overshoot. With this, obviously, we want to be a little lower, and then we can use it to pull up. But so we are almost in line here. We look to be basically right in line there. So now what I'm gonna want to do is, I was gonna rotate, but we don't want to do that yet. We want to make sure that our bulbs and stuff are gonna line up, because we can use the path as intended, otherwise it's going to pull us down. So depending on if we're too high or too low, we should be in good shape here. Everything looks good. Now we need to make sure that with sun salt to spin us to the right, we add a little bit of sun salt to just keep spinning. You can see it really does accumulate pretty quick, just small doses here. Sprinkle it in, trying to get this spout to line up. Oh, and then I just tucked it back into the inventory, and you can see we now have, boom, strong potion of luck. Fantastic. save this recipe, finish the potion. That's huge. Nice to have that recipe as well. So now all of a sudden we actually could buy. We actually could stand to make use of some more pages. Who would have known? But not a big deal. It's not something that's super detrimental not having right now, but we'll give her luck. Perfect. And she better give us a good yield next time. That would be huge. Okay. Now I don't know if this is magical vision or not, because a lot of the times they refer to this as like night vision. But we're gonna see. We can make a lot of them, so if it's not... Okay, perfect. You want to have feather bloom in it, but I forgot to tell you that I don't care. So I'm going to fulfill one of these requirements. We are still going to get the additional popularity, which is huge. I wield magic, sometimes enjoy a good fist fight. Yeah, you know what? I got a couple of strength potions kicking around here, so... I wonder if this is inspiration we could give to the mushroom guy. Okay, strength, perfect, boom. Boom. Okay, 6, awesome. Needs poison to help, perfect, yeah. I don't care about the details, honestly. You give me more to read and I tune out, so boom. Need something that'll be useful in a fight, yeah, strength potion. Boom. Perfect. There you go, thanks for coming, good to see ya. Help me create immune... Okay, you need poison immunity. What's this? Poison. Boom. No problem. Good sir. Here we go. So that was a pretty successful day. Got a couple of potions that we did not have recipes for. We got grade 3 versions of those. We discovered one new node just to find out that it was, shrinking anyways, but it cleans up our map just a little bit more. Obviously, a lot of the main ingredients here, a lot of the ones that are going to tie our recipes together, super helpful to harvest there. Here's our minor gem bob guy. Get a couple of the cheap cloud crystals. Perfect, because we have used those in a couple of these recipes now. If he's going to sell them at a discount, we are going to buy them and haggle, because that's what we do. Neither pickaxes nor bombs. We need to remove the magic. Okay. Now, do we have... Is this anti-magic? We do, but we can't make it because we don't have Foggy Parasol. Okay, well, he can wait then. We'll get Foggy Parasol, I think, one day. I'm gonna... Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm working on creating the deadliest spell history has ever seen. You have no inspiration. Well, I got a potion for you. Here we go. That is huge. Awesome. A potion of luck. You know what? Yes, sir, we do. Perfect. So you can see each one of these potions are selling for like over $1,000 now, which is huge. You want acid? I can do that. Perfect. Really hoping for a good haul at this herb merchant. What do you have? Dexterity? Perfect. Get that gone. Hey, you're back. No flameweed though. You lied to me. Okay, we're gonna buy all these ones at a discount. And then I guess at the end of this day, we're going to start recreating some of these or making some new recipes because we can't wait for these guys to bring us everything as much as I would love to. We have some pretty good ingredients, and honestly, this is what we're spending all of our money on right now is the herbs, so I need you to arrange someone to have a fire, sure. We don't have, I've never seen that, I don't think. A weak potion would suit you best for a fire. I'll make that just because it's very quickly done. Weak potion without stub night or whatever shouldn't be too hard to do. I'm gonna do, we could do flameweed, but no, because we're running into problems with that. Again, this is just weak, so we just need to barely graze the level 1 fire, so that's fine. Should be able to just very quickly do that. If she wanted a more complicated potion, the only reason that I'm going through and making this is because it's an easy order that I can fulfill, and it's right at the beginning here. I'm not going to save it because Very seldom is somebody asking for such a simple recipe here. Especially low grade, but look at that, 280, no problem. Lack of agility, so we need dexterity, which to me are two completely different things in RPG games, but it is what it is. Perfect. I'm still gonna sell this mess of a potion. It's never gonna happen. I gotta sell it to a merchant, but they're probably not gonna give me anything for it. Like you can see, we have weak potion of lightning invisibility. This one's like makes no sense either, but okay. I want to create minions that are resistant to fire. I'm not sure why I have this, but here you go, sir. I heard combat mages are basically protects against magic. You don't like the smell of boom bloom. Anti-magic. Is that what you were looking? No. Protects against magic. Okay. Well, we can at least offload this. That's cool. It's bad grade, which is why they aren't paying much, and the effects don't really make sense, but it's a nice way to offload, because if we were to sell to just a regular merchant, we weren't going to get anything for that, so that's pretty sweet. I do have, believe it or not, I can't make it though, because apparently we used Foggy Parasol to get that. Okay, I'll make this one too, because it's pretty easy to get, and if we can have a recipe that isn't reliant on Foggy Parasol, that's probably for the better. Obviously we're going to use 2 of these, because we had said before that makes a pretty good recipe, makes total sense. We're still going to need one more ingredient, though, to be able to pull us down ever so slightly here. But this will do the majority of the work with 2 of these boom blooms. Okay, so we need maybe a Terraria here. We got a lot of Terraria, I believe, still. Yeah, 78. Decent amount. Pull down ever so slightly. You can see that we are pretty well lined up as far as I think I can see. Might have to come down a little bit more, but not the end of the world. Actually, I think we're okay. Perfect. Boom. Save this recipe. Finish this potion. I'm going to save this just on top. Put that right there just to have an option. And then again, if we have the opportunity to buy some more of those pages, I didn't think I was ever going to need more pages, but it seems like you're always making recipes in this game, which again is the point of the game, so I get it. But we have a lot of recipe pages. So we know we still can't really do anything with this. I'm going to do one more day just to see if that herb merchant is going to be able to, if we're going to be able to make use of that luck potion on her. I'm really kind of banking on her coming in clutch and giving us some fireweed, but we're going to need a decent amount of it too, so I don't know the likelihood of that, but... So you need luck. Okay. Really glad that we went through and actually got this potion, because it's opening up a couple of doors for us here. We're getting some cash, we're getting additional popularity. The guards are after me. That will make my... Okay. Perfect. Swiftness potion then. Does not have poop shroom in it. Lucky guy. Perfect. You need protective or strengthening. I'll just give you strength then. If you don't care, I don't care. Perfect. I want this girl to fall in love with me. Charm. Brew. Boom. It's the mushroom man. Okay, buddy. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell you want. If everything stops aching. Magical cream for my joints to make me feel young again. If I fall apart, who's going to bring you mushrooms? Plus, if everything stops aching. I don't know. Oh, maybe rejuvenation. Is that it? Oh, man, I've had these sitting on tap for time. That makes so much sense. Okay, great. Foggy Parasol, let's go. Okay. That's one of the things we need. Too bad we had to pay so much, but it's worth it because we need those big time. Shadow Chanterelle, that's very expensive too, but we have a lot of money, and honestly, we have a couple recipes that rely heavily on this, but it's almost $100 a piece. So it's pretty expensive. But we can afford it, and we're gonna haggle, and it's a lot easier to get these ingredients when we have them. mushroom, we can cover a lot of ground downwards. Water cap, we have a decent amount. These ones I'm not too concerned. We have a lot of all of these other ones. I'll take those two though, because just in case. Let's haggle with our main man here. Do we take the chance? Sure. Okay, I'm glad I did, because this was an easy one. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so we were able to get that for as cheap as we possibly could. Again, we don't have haggle level 5. I should have done trading level 5 though. Or sorry, we don't have haggling 2. But awesome. So we are getting now to, oh, I didn't even read what he had. Ah, that sucks. Okay, being in a gang is great. Pear-shaped. Need a potion that will let me do that. What do you need? You gotta make a run for it. Okay, so just swiftness then. I don't want to burn all my whirlweed, so. But it's still the cheapest one that I have. So there. I want a potion that makes me invisible so I can steal things better. Don't give weak potions. We don't do weak typically here, my friend, so. Both of these use 3 whirlweed, of course they do, but this one uses less ingredients, so we'll do that. Wow, 1200, nice. Better at picking pockets, so you need dexterity. Again, I'm conflicted with that, but we'll use, I don't know, we'll use this. Perfect, dexterity, 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 where'd that go? There. Perfect. Okay. So that was really good. Again, we didn't get flameweed. We didn't see that herb chick, but I'm gonna do one more time because we got foggy parasol. Actually, I want to just see. Can we make that one? Or no, because we were missing flameweed anyways. Okay, so we are still waiting. So we need flameweed bad, but if we don't get it this time, I promise I will make some new recipes. The only problem now is that we still don't have, even if I go through and make recipes, I only have 1 recipe page. So we're going to need recipe pages anyways before I'm going through and doing all that. So we'll see. What do you have? You have recipe pages. Perfect. I'll take all of these. You don't have flameweed though. You're not my main person, so whatever. Mageberry, we haven't seen this before, but it's not at a discount, so I don't want to get used to to using it. We'll take 20 of these, or however many you have, 21, sure. All these other ones, no really big deal. Tangleweed, that one will get us out of a pinch. All these other ones I don't really care too much about. Stinkweed, or stink mushroom wouldn't be too bad. Maybe we'll get that as a just in case. But everything else we should be pretty good. I'm not gonna haggle on hard, I'm just gonna do this, save us a little bit of money, but again, don't really care too much. See, oh, he would buy that one potion for 195? Yeah, awesome, because I don't think anybody else in their right mind would buy that. Awesome. Okay, 273. Perfect. Couldn't have done much better there, that's perfect. I'm working on creating a spider-like monster. We need sticky potion. Oh, we need the glue one. Okay. We do not have the glue potion yet. And I'm gonna really need to condense all this. Make my head hurt. This was all so nice at one point. Whatever, that is what it is. So, glue potion, I'm pretty sure we could get, because that's one that we don't have one actually saved for, but I didn't think it was all that far. It's just here, so let's get this. Get a good one. It might come in clutch in like those ones, so we don't have to keep doing slow. But let's see, we'll do... Ideally, we would go down and left, but down and right isn't too bad because it's pretty easy to carve left. I want what's just going to be able to get us as far as we can possibly go. So this is good. We're still dodging all of these kind of traps here, so that's awesome. This should be, we don't need to add any salts for this, which is going to be super helpful also. We want to go to the left a little bit. Actually, mushroom probably would have been okay for that too. It's not bad. Throw one of those in and just ride that curve. Throw another one of those in, ride this curve. else do we got? No. I don't want to do another. These are all going up. Could use gold thorn. Could use stink mushroom. Could use fireball. Let's do stink mushroom. It's going to be very mushroom heavy recipe, but that's fine. Usually have a lot on hand, so gotta get down in here. That'll get us pretty close, but at the same time we're riding very tight to the poison area. Ooh, that's huge. That one's really good. That should be perfect. We'll ideally end right in and around here, so let's just give us a little slack. Zoom in. Okay, see if we can line this up. Okay, pull it in just a bit. I can't really see where that is though. I think we might be all good. Here's 2. Wow. Okay, so I was actually a little higher than I needed to be, so we're gonna need one more ingredient here. Let's just put in a random, this should work. Little water bloom here. Put that in, so we're lined up. Add a little bit of oil, boom, okay. A little far off of the best recipe that we could have made, but it is what it is here. Where'd that go now? It's gonna be such a pain keeping this stuff straight. Okay, gluing is here. Put that there. All my green guys are here. Should move stench down, but it is. Maybe I will actually. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, so that's good. So we made that potion. Give this guy the gluing effect. Boom. 448. That's fine. No mana. You need a mana potion. Perfect. That's what we're here to do. We can make 21 of these. Thank God for that Shadow Chanterelle, so that'll be pretty easy. We don't use it in too many recipes, but we know we use it in recipes. You have a sedative. Frost Sapphire. Pretty sure that's a crystal. We don't have that, but we do have a high-grade sedative, though. Make the most of these, so we will do that. Awesome. Hey, 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 what do you got? Flameweed? You have flameweed, but you only have 3. Oh, you're annoying. But it's nice to see some. And that's my bad for being so heavily reliant on that, but Tangleweed, yeah, we're gonna pay the premium for that. Look at all of these ingredients. She really did bring us a really good yield this time, so it's a good thing we have as much money as we do. But I can't imagine that we need really money for a whole lot else in this game. So I just want to make sure that we're able to just continue churning this stuff out. So I'm gonna buy basically everything that I can. That should be all fine. Buy those 2. And like even still, we bought so much of those at a discount. At a discounted price that we're in pretty good shape. Obviously with a haggle too, like that is absolutely huge. Okay, so we have some flameweed. That is awesome. I just wish she had a little more. Because even if she gave us, even if we had one more there, we could have made 2 potions. But we can still make 1, that's good. Do you have a potion that will make me smaller? You know what, sir? Yes. You need the best, that's no problem. We only sell the best. Need to free someone. No doubt. We have that, and we have, wow, 42. Okay, so we're doing really good right now with having some of these random potions, having some of these random ingredients. I'm gonna coat your blade in some poison. Here, man, these are, actually, I guess, yeah, it makes the most sense. We can just layer these, pull these out of the way. There we go. It's not necessarily gonna be, okay. It's way better for organization here. Because again, I would have never expected that you would need to or could create this many recipes, but holy, You definitely need all the space that you can get. This is a weird, I forgot about this one. This one's just a massive, not sure why I have that saved. I could probably get rid of that because nobody's asking for this. Just get rid of this. Yeah, bye-bye. Okay. Are we all cleaned up? Pretty happy with most of it, I guess. I'm gonna pull. Keep this page. Sorry, this is gonna trip me out for a while if I don't do this now. Okay, we're in pretty good shape there now, for the most part. Okay, good with that. Much better. I can breathe again. Okay. Poison. Here we go. There you go. Have a good one. Enjoy your fight. There's a door I need open. Skeleton key doesn't work. I still don't know what they need on this. Is this the slippery? You need like grease on the key? What's the problem with the key? Skeleton key. Acid wouldn't work. Dexterity shouldn't work. Shrinking? Do you need to be bigger? I don't understand. So I'm gonna pass you. Resistant to magic. What's this? And we have now. Perfect. Is this resistant to magic? Is that what we want? Or am I misinterpreting that? Okay, good. Perfect. Okay, so we ended up getting potions, or we ended up getting some flame weed, and we ended up getting the sheets, which is awesome. I just wish we got more flame weed, but again, we can go through and create now. Like, that is just a mess of a recipe. This one looks like it would be the easiest to recreate, so I'm not going to use our flame weed on that. But the ones where we're using crystals and stuff to jump like this, I'm going to make that one right now with the ingredients that we have. So let's brew that bad boy up. Citronitas number 4. What was that? The lightning enlargement. Awesome. Okay, so what are these other two recipes? This should be pretty easy to do. And this. Okay, so level 2 fire protection and level 2 frost protection. Level 2 fire. Far right. Not bad. And then far left. Okay, level 2 and level 2. So we don't have to make them perfect. They still got to be pretty good though. We have a lot of ingredients now that can take us out in these directions. So let's try and utilize these here. We got a decent amount of whatever this was. Okay. I'm gonna try and skip all of these things. We want to just avoid those patches if and when possible. So we shouldn't touch that. I don't think we did. That's a good scoot. Yeah, that's huge actually. Perfect. We must have just scooted through there a little bit, but it doesn't matter. We had a little longer top path, so that worked fine. Shoot over to the right a bit again. We're not running low on water bloom, but at the same time, just being conscious of how much we actually use that. I don't want to get too thin here. Water cap, it's hard to say actually how much time we're going to spend in the skulls, but water cap would be awesome. We could essentially make it almost all the way there. But you know what? Actually, if we do one, we'll just do one water bloom and then we should be fine. I'm going to add it all the way here. Actually, we'll have 2 total in that, but not a problem. Use water cap and we should scoot right in behind. That will be a beautiful thing. Look at that. Yeah, that should be perfect. Whoa. A little extra grind there. Boom, boom. Perfect. Let's see if we can line this up just a little. Oil, oil, oil. Boom. Coming in on 2. Boom. Let's go. Perfect. Okay. That's good. And now, if you remember, we got to rip all the way across to the left side of the map. With this, because we're just diluting and not spending ingredients, it doesn't really matter how long it takes us to get through this mirage. It's not really going to shorten our path here, or distort our path, I guess. So boom, fire protection, and I hope that's what we were supposed to start with. I'm pretty sure, yeah, fire and then frost. perfect. So this is going to be a pretty good recipe actually already. Let's go, what do we go for? Far left, flame weed, not a chance. It'd be really nice to use this because we don't use it in anything right now. You really need a lot of open area though, which is the problem with that one, so. Okay. That's going down. We don't need to go down as much as we need to go left though, so. Quite a few flame bells. We'll use one just to get us our initial start in here. So flame bell. That's not bad. That goes down and left. Use lava. Sure. Let's try this. Lava root, get quite a bit of that. Let's just see. I want to see. We're gonna hit this a little bit, so it's not gonna be quite. Yeah, you can see it pulled us out quite a bit there, actually. Okay, that's good. We might hit this just a bit, but not really. That was actually pretty good. We have quite a bit of this magma morale. Obviously, we're passing through this quite a bit, so we might just add 2. I want to see just how much this shortens our path. I would imagine it'll like knock it down to half. Yeah, actually it wasn't as bad as I was expecting, to be completely honest, so that's kind of sweet. We could just use this and we could probably be fine. Let's try it. It's either going to work perfectly or it's going to cost me an extra ingredient, but we don't use this a whole lot for anything, so I don't really care. Ideally, though, this will pull us in. Oh, okay. Because we were still in that path, that kind of screwed us up a bit. We have a lot of this, whatever, wind bloom now, though. So that'll kind of work out perfectly to get us to at least level 2. Beautiful. Perfect. I'm going to save this recipe. That's a pretty good one. Where did that go? This, yeah. And that was what, Citronitas 2 that we just did? Yeah. So quite a bit more involved in this one, but the biggest thing is that it's all stuff that we have on hand. There are a lot of random ingredients that we use to put it together, and everything is ones except for our water bloom there. So like very seldom is it that we have like nothing on hand. The biggest issue that we're running into right now is just not having enough of any one ingredient on hand. So Citronitas number 2. Perfect. Let's switch this picture just so we know what is good here. Boom, boom. Love it. We made that potion so we can plug and play into here. That was this one, I think. Yeah. So this is the last one here. What did we need? So 2 frost protection, and then we need enlarge. So enlarge is going to be the hardest thing to get. Did we use a crystal to get there last time? We didn't. We didn't. Wow. I don't know how we did that. But let's do it. Try it. Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't need a crystal on this one because it's part of the oil base. So there's no actual channel to navigate, which is absolutely huge. Okay, good. Good. Okay, so let's just use, because we don't use magma morale in a whole lot, obviously, we'll try and split this kind of left map coverage up between magma morale and maybe lava root. Just so we're not in a position where we're so reliant on one specific ingredient. Both of these we're actually going to have a little bit of a time going through the entire mirage thing here, so we'll just kind of see if we can come out at the top of it. That's fine. We need to go higher. This is going to get us low, so let's just go with this again. We're going to hit a couple more of these mirages. Again, it doesn't matter. It's not doing damage to us. It's just making our stuff a little less potent, but that's not bad. Again, I want to make this a little bit more even split just so we don't run into any potential issues down the road here. So there's a magma. That doesn't really help. Use that. Actually, we could use that. we're gonna just dilute a little bit because that's probably fine. But I don't want to ride along the skulls too much if I don't have to. That gets us a lot more room. That's perfect. Okay. Okay, so we know we need level 2 for this also, by the way, so. Use magma morale, that's awesome. I could probably just stick a terraria in and honestly be pretty well done with this one. For the enlargement anyways. We need, where's terraria? Okay, so that's gonna come down on the wrong side. I don't think that would be enough. But this will work fine. Weird shroom will work just fine. Get right in beside the bottle here. Line this up. Perfect. Pull it in. Flame this up. This will be our level 2. Level 2 enlargement. Awesome. Oh, you goof. I did that wrong. We need frost first. Got too far ahead of myself. Okay. I'm going to save this recipe just so I know how I got out here. Save this recipe and then I'm going to overwrite it. But I want to know, we'll finish this potion because it's no good to us right now. We need to go to frost first, so I completely screwed that up. Not a big deal. We didn't use too much to get out there. And again, we know how to get out there pretty quickly, so it's not that bad. But I would have ideally liked to just complete things in the proper order, but it is what it is sometimes. Okay. We will go. So we do need to kind of go lower here. We don't hit anything on that, so we'll just take this one on through. We have a lot of these mushrooms, so if we could use these, that'd be pretty awesome. Obviously, magma morale is going to be another kind of key player in this one. Get some good coverage there. Actually, that's going to help out pretty well too. Hairy banana, nice. A little bit of clippage there. Okay. Just keep scooting out on the left side. See if we can make it that we aren't touching this mirage at all. Wonder what the likelihood of that is. Trying to go left. All of these are just booting out right though. Pretty good, but we're riding along the skulls a little too much for my liking. That's pretty good. Can use that. I think it should be fine. If we use basically this and then put like a flame bell in, we should be in good shape. And a flame bell. We might be a little high or low. Again, we're only looking for level 2, so actually we're perfect. Great. So with this here now, ideally, that might get us high enough. I think we might need to add, oh god. Yeah, we're gonna have to have an ingredient here just to pull us up a bit. So what is just a random ingredient that we have a lot of? This will be fine. I'm only honestly adding this to pull us, to give us some height that I can dilute all the way back. So that'll be perfect. We don't really need this, the rest of this path now. What we're gonna do is just do this. We'll get the experience book, we'll dilute back to the middle. And what I wanna do now is just use this recipe for enlarge that we did. And then I'm gonna overwrite it. So we want 3 flame morale, or magma morale. So we are gonna have to kind of make some adjustments again here, because I don't exactly remember the path. So we know what we use, we just don't know necessarily the path that we use to get there. I'm pretty sure we use lava root here to get about there. Because I think it was, what else did we use? So we used only 2 lava root, we used 3 magma. I'm trying to get to, okay, so let's do this. It's probably our 2 lava there, it's probably the extent of it all. We used another 2 magma morale. It's probably about there. What did we use to get height? We have the lust mushroom and weird shroom. Okay, so I remember this because we had to pull back a little bit, yeah. So we'll dilute a little bit. just a little bit more. Perfect. Put that in there. Awesome. Shoot along there. This is going to get us nice and close, and then our weird shroom is going to get us just right down in beside, so perfect. So you can see a lot of this recipe is a lot of the same ingredients that we use to get to frost protection anyways, so it's pretty good. It's going to be a little tighter maybe than last time. Everything should be lined up pretty well there. Again, we are looking for level 2. Awesome, I just want to make sure. 2, 2, and 1. Perfect. So we'll pump this in. And fire is just right outside, basically, the central kind of starting point. So really all I want to do is we're going to go back up. We're just going to try and kind of get on a channel here where we can clear these 2 things of skulls. So, that's actually, if we dilute just a little bit, this should be able to get us some height. Yeah, I just want to make sure that it's high enough. So we're gonna do the whole path just in case we end up too low. We can kind of use it to correct ourselves here. I wasn't really accounting for that, but this, as long as we're high enough here, because oh yeah, we should be fine. Perfect. Very nice. Okay, good. So with this now, we can just kind of do this here, do this, and then we'll just reset. Okay, now we only need level 1 fire. Oh, and we know that's easy enough to get to. We can just put a couple of flame bells out if we want. Is it the best way? Honestly, it's very simple. I just don't want to... Oh, perfect. 1 ingredient here. We're going to get caught up in this, though, so it might make it a little shorter than what we want. Yeah, of course it did. That would have been too sweet. Okay, so I don't want to use that again because we're already up to 5 on magma morale. I can't imagine that we're going to need to make this a whole lot more, though. But let's just add 1 more random ingredient that we typically have on hand here that's going to shoot us just a little left. Let's try a Dryad Saddle, just because it should be enough to pull us to the left. Oh, beautiful thing. Very, again, mushroom heavy, but we're going to save that recipe. Again, I'm going to delete this one now because we've used that. This was our frost protection one that wasn't actually frost protection. That was what, Citronitas 3? Yes. Okay. Citronitas number 3. And boom, and boom. And we're in good shape here. Okay, beautiful. And now we should be able to make our Citronitas. Potion of enlargement. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Pull this down. We're going to make our next Citronitas crystal. And all of this is just so that we are able to make our second Rubedo crystal. Just because we know we're going to need 1 to make our life salt, and we're going to need 1 to make the Philosopher's Stone. That's really what all of this is about here. So we could start with our life salt just to kind of get this off the page. Where do we do that? I'm not really sure. I feel like we're... Rubedo. Oh, yeah, never mind. No. Yeah, let's do our Rubedo first. We know we need Rubedo. Okay. We're going to plug our Citronitas back in here. Let's see what we can make. What's this one? 3 libido, dexterity, and swiftness. Awesome, we have that. The bagpipey one. Okay. Rejuvenation potion. Yes. We need a rage potion. So we can do that. And rage was what? The top beaker thing? Boom. We need a 3 libido. A 3 health is this. 3 libido again. Boom. Is this one. Okay. 3 growth. Where's our wild growth? Nobody really wants that one anymore. Boom. So we have the whole right side done. Now, we can utilize our recipes that we've been making. Here. Was that this? Oh, it's probably that recipe I got rid of, isn't it? Either way, we have all of our Rubedo recipes here. So we have 1, 2. Okay, let's see how many of these we can make. 1. Can't make that one because we don't have any blood rubies. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. So we need blood rubies pretty bad. But we should be able to make a lot of this. So this is healing wild growth. So this is our one up at the top. We have healing, poison protection. Okay, so that's this one. This is fear. I believe that's this one. Yeah, so we have the top all taken care of. We have libido and rejuvenation at the bottom. And we have... Oh, I did that one already. That sucks. Okay. Not a big deal. What did I miss then? 3 health. Looks like I didn't save the one recipe for 3 health and 2 strength. That's honestly very easy to make though. 3 health. So let's just do that. 3 health and 2 strength. That is what it is, right? 3 health, 2 strength. Perfect. Okay. So 2 strength, we just gotta get down here. Very, very easy. We'll just put across with something that shoots us to the left now. Magma morale. Do we do it? I guess. Gets us some pretty good standing. It's hard not to. Pretty simple recipe though. Like if you look at it, this should get us in perfect shape to get us in and behind the bottle here. Zoom in a little bit. That should be good enough to get 2. And just like this. Perfect. Flame this in. Save this recipe. Where'd that go? This would be this Rubedo 6. Rubedo number 6. And switch to this. Perfect. We'll just bunker these up for now. We'll probably eventually have to condense those, but we can add this now. Perfect. So we just need that 3 growth and 2 enlargement. That's it. Okay. So we either need to get a blood crystal or recreate the potion. Ideally, we'll get a blood crystal because I'm gonna need a crystal honestly to get over here anyways, unless it's on the oil base too. There is wild growth. We can use some salts and then go over here for enlargement. So we'll have to see how that plays out. We'll have to see. We'll go through a day. We'll see if we get some crystals. If we don't get some crystals, we'll try and do an oil base with that potion. But you can see how quickly, like, I mean, as long as you have herbs on hand, you can see why it's super beneficial to just save all of the recipes to be able to create those minerals, because you're going to need a lot of them. We should not need any more enchanted paper. Actually, I guess we probably will for Philosopher's Stone or for Life Salt, so I'll get a couple more. Try and get like another 8 maybe. Medium. This is just to have on hand because I don't like not having them if we need them. And I'm back to stressing out here, so I'm just going to put these in front for now. So we really don't have a whole lot of room. I didn't realize actually that we had all of that space, but that's fine. That is what that is. Okay. Oh, all these just kind of went everywhere. Anyways, I didn't even see these. Okay. These are actually probably the ones that I didn't line up before. Okay. We have recipes everywhere. Everywhere. Or room 4. Okay. Awesome. So that's all good there. Actually, can you don't want this potion. I don't blame you, but it's gone. You can't even haggle that. Look at that. Enjoy that, man. Actually, I'm going to buy that back. Just in case somebody wants invisibility, honestly, I'm just going to get rid of that. I just keep forgetting it's invisibility because the main picture is lightning. But like as you can see, nobody really wants or needs lightning in this, so I don't really understand. Okay, slippery potion. Let's get this back and cooking. Boom. You want to be faster. Strong potion of... No, wrong thing. I always think the wings are swiftness. It's not. Obviously. Boom. Get out of here. Creating an army of the dead. Could really use potion of the dead. Yeah, sure. Stink mushroom. I don't think we have our necromancy with stink mushroom. We don't. And it has more than 3 types of ingredients. So you're gonna pay what? Yeah. Beautiful. We're good with that. Yo, it's our girl. Still no flame weed. Okay, I'm glad we did what we did. We're gonna try these bad boys because they're at a discount. Take some ice fruit because we've used it a little bit here. Terraria, sure. What's this thing? Look at that, terror bud. That's not a cheap thing though, so I'm not gonna bother. Get these because it's cheap. Nice, we need the boomstick thingies. Yeah, there we go, boom blooms. Perfect. I think everything else we should be okay. I'm gonna get tangleweed. We use it in a lot of recipes and I don't want to get caught, so we have a lot of money right now. We're not gonna need to really buy anything, and then obviously again with the haggle. That looks kind of dicey to me, so let's just do the medium because it's really only gonna save us like 300 bucks, and in the grand scheme of that, it's essentially the difference of buying or selling a potion, so. That was a good haul. We have a lot of herbs here. 145 tangleweed, that is massive. Yeah, you want to float through the air, bud? Here, I'm gonna start just giving you stuff. I gotta clear these out. These are horrible. Do you have any potions that will open? Yeah, acid. There you go, take that. Need to dissolve something. Okay, man, you guys gotta screw off. I gotta come up with a better acid recipe, because that seems to be, it's always very expensive, but like reasonably cheap. I know that doesn't make sense, but I'm just saying though, it always seems to be a very expensive recipe for what it actually should be. So you can see there, we got some herbs, we didn't get any mushrooms, we didn't get any crystals. Gonna try this for another day or two and just see what we can get, but it's nice to have a plan in this game. I mean, you can't always execute it, and again, it is one of those games where there's always something to do or something to check off your list here, but smaller and nimble. Boom, boom, boom. Here you go. Enjoy, brother. Raise the dead. Yeah, perfect. I love you guys. You want some necromancy potions? Went through hell to get that, so. Like invis. Oh, here we go. What? The effects are incompatible. Okay, maybe that's why it's worth nothing. Okay. I would have just thought because it's invisibility, it would still get the effects of that. Like, I don't understand, but whatever. So we just have to sell that then. I need a mana potion I can summon demons. Okay, I don't care about whatever else you want. You want it actually that is not complicated? Perfect. Here you go then. Look at that. Mushroom man, what's good, bro? What do you got for us? Nothing that good. Ooh, Shadow Chantrell. That's awesome. Foggy Parasol. Perfect. You know we need that, so you're not going to give it to us at a discount. But I am buying all of these because I can and because we use mushrooms. Wow. He's got a big stock of mad mushrooms. That I'm not too keen on. This I don't want to get burnt, so we're going to make sure we get those. We have enough of these, I think, Marsh. Where's that one? Yeah, we got enough. Okay. Shadow Chantrell, that's going to be super helpful to get as many of those. Same with mad mushrooms. Got a lot there. Still have 8,000, so that's huge. We need crystals, though. We got the herbs and mushrooms this time, but we need crystals. We don't use it. We need to study. Okay, curse potion we actually don't have, I don't think. We're gonna need that one. Is this the curse? No, that's hallucination. What do we need for this final little bit here? So that's the curse. So we know we haven't found it yet. We know we have the entire olive oil kind of branch thing unlocked here. Maybe that's it. It could be either of those. What I'm gonna do is start at the frost. Actually, I'm not because it's an oil base. Okay, we'll explore that later. Really, I don't want to go get caught up on stuff. I want to just work through the recipe that I have on tap here because this is when I start bogging down. So let's just finish up this day. Kept pretty much everybody happy. Pretty successful so far. There you go. Heard some combat made that protects against magic. So this then. Anti-magic. Boom. Yeah. Okay. We're very close to our next popularity. That is absolutely huge. Okay. So, again, what are we doing? Rubedo. This is what we need. So let's make this potion. We'll make a new recipe for it. We need 3 growth and 2 enlargement. We don't have a blood crystal to get us through, so let's try and do an oil-based version of this. What that means is we're going to need some salt because we're going to need level 3 of wild growth, but it's going to be easier to get enlargement, and we don't need a crystal. So let's just try this then. I'm fine with spending salt. It's, is it sun salt? Because that would be, we have, yeah, perfect. We have so much sun salt. So I would much rather rotate the bottle to the right than to the left, just based on the ingredients and stuff that we have right now, so that's going to be totally fine. I don't want to do that again, because again, that's going to kind of put us through the... That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, let's just take this down and get a better idea of what we're working with here. I don't want to go through that if I don't have to. But again, it's not the end of the world. Got a lot of foggy parasol again, that's so helpful. That kind of gets us... Okay, let's try this. That's going to shorten. Because we're going to ride along the top it better anyways, because I don't want to go into the skulls. Awesome. Okay, so that's fine. Now we basically just need to go down, but we got to get right basically into here is my thinking. So we could do a weird shroom that takes us in through. That kind of helps us scoot past. We could do this. Let's try this. Gets us like straight down, and then we want to go to the right. So this gets us basically even keel. We just want to go to the right. We got to be very careful on water bloom stalks though, so I'm going to try and make this without water bloom. Let's do tangleweed because all of a sudden we have so much of it. My only worry is that we're actually not low enough for it. That's my only real concern with that. This should work. Let's do some ice fruit then. How much do we have? 22. Really, like, probably in and around there. I'm just not 100%. Like, I'm going to complete this path just on the odd chance that we get things a little distorted when we double dip into this mirage. So you can see we're kind of off there. But we should be in pretty good shape if we continue rounding this out. See if we can line our bulbs up. That's pretty good, but we're still a little off. Okay. It's going to shorten things up, so that's good. That's actually pretty good. What does this look like? Hopefully we're a little under and not above. Gonna line the bulbs up. We might be a little high, but we might be okay. But I'm thinking we're a little high. Dilute just a little. I'm thinking we're a little high, but let's add some sun salt just to see what we get. It's 2. Can't even really see the spell where it is right now. I don't want to add too much, but okay, boom. Chuck it out of the way, and we're able to squeeze a 3 out of that. Awesome. Perfect. So we're just going to use the full dilution here. You can see it's starting to spin our bottle back to center, which is super helpful. And we can just kind of get oriented and going in the right way now. So now we know we got to get all the way to the left. And we did that last time using just a bunch of lava root and stuff, right? Lava root, and we use this magma morale. So try and do the same thing. I know we started with the magma morale last time, but we went through this mirage thing pretty early, so see if we can do basically the same thing without having to go through it so early. I need to not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. I wonder actually, maybe we can use, now that we have so much foggy parasol. No, that's gonna put us too high. Takes us too far through. It gets us going in a good area, and we have a lot of this now. We're gonna cross through here. We're gonna be like through the mirage, but okay, that better not kill me. It was close, but we're good. Okay, so that's fine. We were able to navigate that, no problem, really. Just keep with this. Don't necessarily want to lose the height yet, so let's ride one more lava route. We're already up to 3, so I'm going to try and not use that again. This is going to get us pretty well close. Lava route would be really good again. But we're going to get just above this mirage here. Again, we need level 2, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It's nice that we don't need salt. Actually, that's going to be really nice. I don't think it's going to be enough, but we're going to try it, and then absolute worst case, we can just use like Terraria or something to pull us down once we actually get into the middle. You just never really know sometimes. Like this is, yeah, it's not going to be enough for 2. But if we pull down now with a piece of Terraria, we should be just fine. And we are. Not a bad recipe, because you don't need a crystal, and it's oil-based versus the water, so. That was, what was that? That was one of our Rubedo recipes. Rubedo 6, Rubedo 2. Okay, so we save this, move this out of the way. Okay. Rubedo 2, switch this bad boy. Rubedo number 2, awesome. So we have that, we've made the potion, so we can plug that into our last beaker here. We can make our second Rubedo crystal. This is huge. Obviously we made Rubedo at the end of last episode. We've gone through to make our second Rubedo now, and we've revised some of our other recipes here, so we've accomplished quite a bit in the last hour and a half. I think now, obviously these are all new recipes and they're all mixes. So it's going to take us some time kind of chugging around here. Okay. The only node that we really need now to find is the curse one. Because we don't need hallucinations. Yeah, we don't need any of those. Level 3. Let's make our next recipe. Will start with life salt, only because a lot of these we have level 3 bases that we can use at least as starting points, so that'll help us chug through a lot of this, I feel like, relatively quickly. We'll make the life salt and check that off the list, and then we'll go through and do Philosopher's Stone. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Okay, so let's add our Rubedo here to this. Perfect. We need 2 life, 2 invisibility. Okay, let's just see what we can start out and make right now. We have quite a few heal bases, so let's start with all of these healing ones. Obviously, we know we're going to need to make some new recipes. It's not a problem. I'm just going to kind of organize my book here a little bit, because it's going to pain me deeply if I don't. So we have, okay, actually, yeah, might just have to stay that way. We'll do like the moon salts and stuff here, that's fine. We have sun salt there. This can be life salt in the middle, because we're going to have quite a few recipes here. But probably won't need to make life salt again. I don't imagine it's going to be something just like the void salt. We don't really use all that much. We just try and plan a little bit better. It is something that's going to help you get out of a pinch, but we'll go through and make this here. So again, we have like 3 potions already that are centered. Actually, we have a lot of them that are centered around health and libido, which is awesome. Makes total sense. It's a life salt potion, so gives us a pretty easy starting point here. Let's start with a level 3 healing potion. We'll do the dex and sleep. So let's just kind of start on the bottom here. So 3 heals. Where are we? 3 healing potion. Perfect. We'll start with this. So 3 healing, dexterity, and sleep. Perfect. Whoop, didn't want to do that. Dilute. To about here. Already kind of started on our right side. Again, trying to be conscious of what we're actually using here. Actually, if I dilute to the... no, we'll just do this. This is awesome. We have so many of these water caps, and it covers so much ground to the right. I love this one. Boom. Okay, good shape already. We know we need 1 and 1. We'll just use 1 more of these water caps. Level 1 is very easy to hit. I'm actually probably just going to do a winter bloom, or wind bloom. Yeah, perfect. So we need to get level 1, pump this in. Great. And what was it? Sleep? Dexterity and sleep. Perfect. Sleep is just underneath, so let's just pull that up. Now we gotta go straight down. Probably add one of those mud shrooms. Okay, it doesn't have quite the bend that I thought it did. Weird shroom's gonna give us a really good angle on this though, that we could probably use Terraria and just hit that no problem. Boom. Terraria. Double boom. Just right on the spout here. Pump this in. Boom. Gonna save this recipe here. And it is gonna be life salt numero 1. Where'd that go? This? No? This? There's a health potion. Where's that picture at? Did I not save the recipe? I did, but where is it? Finish the potion. Oh, right here. Okay. That's confusing. Boom. Perfect. So let's switch this. What do we want for life salt? We'll just do that. Stupid. But life salt, number 1. What? I just renamed my levitation one. Oh my. What is going on here? Levitation 3. I don't care what this is called. Okay, this. Boom. There we go. I don't know what's going on. Save that. Boom. Life salt 1. Oh my. Okay. Perfect. Let's add this. Let's get a start on this here. Rubedo 3. Boom. This is what? Bottom. Perfect. Get a start. We're going to do our other 3 base here. So 3 health. So we're starting on the right side, and then up. So awesome. Do the same base. Start with some life leaf here. No, wrong thing. Continue brewing. Perfect. So we just got to get down to wild growth. That's pretty easy. Probably just life leaf the entire way, but again, I don't want to be so reliant. I know there's only so many recipes that we use. Honestly, we have so much tangleweed. Let's just use tangleweed. Just need level 1 here, so that's fine. Boom. Pump it in. Awesome. Pull down a little bit. We can just dilute. I'm going to need something to pull us down a little bit more. I probably could have or should have tangleweeded a bit further down on the path, but Terraria comes in clutch, pulls us down. Just gonna reset, and then we can use, I don't remember how much whirlweed we have. Where's that? 36. We have a little bit, not much. But let's add it in. Because I think we're really only using it for swiftness at this point. There's only so many people who want swiftness potions right now, so wouldn't be the end of the world. We have a lot of Wind Bloom right now. We don't have a whole lot of recipes that use it again because we've kind of learned to go without. So I'm just going to add 2 here. That shouldn't be too expensive. And this will help us get our level 1. That's all we need here. So again, very simple potion. Save recipe, finish potion. And this is going to be... They love plopping that down in there. I hate that so much. Get out of here. This is going to be our life salt number 2 now. Stupid little red dot. Life salt number 2. Okay. And we can plug this in. So that's just our beaker up top. Boom. We have another 3 base health one with the level 2 libido, so that shouldn't be too bad either. Continue brewing, not from there, but from here. I'm going to just complete this path and then dilute because we want to go up to get the libido. It's actually more to the left than I thought it was. I thought it was more to the more up top, but some magma morale. That's becoming like my opposite of water cap at this point. I'm going to use it one more time because I like it so much. And we did just buy a little bit. You can see flame weed apparently is like impossible to come by these days because I'm glad we did what we did in revamping those recipes because we have not seen that in quite some time at this point. See if there's anything. What's whirlweed? Ooh, perfect. It's a nice one. Got a lot of these too, so that shouldn't present us any issues. We might clip skulls a little bit there, but no problem. Now we just need something kind of, maybe we can use, what do we have? Sure, we got a lot of these foggy parasols. We need level 2 actually, I forgot. Here I am just thinking we need level 1. So I should have done something that ripped us out to the left side here, but I kind of forgot what we were doing a little quickly. We have a lot of Dryad Saddle, and this should be enough to get us what we need here, though. Line up perfectly on there, just dilute a little bit. And we didn't really lose too much on that, so we're going to save this recipe, finish this potion. We know to look for this thing here now all the time. Pull that back over there. It's just going to keep spawning there, but it doesn't really matter. Red here. Life Salt 3. Salt number 3. Okay. And we can drag this now into our top beaker. Boom. Awesome. So that's all of our 3-based life bases, so that's no big deal, obviously. I mean, we have a couple of 2-base, but we'll do that after. We have one that starts, actually we have 2 that start with libido. We have a wild growth and rejuvenation, so that's interesting. Let's do that. Wild growth. And then rejuvenation is going to be down on this side, but it's kind of buried in the corner. So again, from here, we're going to want to go kind of straight down. We're going to need a crystal to shoot us across. As per usual, when we get into these channel kind of things. Yeah, use this mushroom. That'll work out fine. Go to about here, maybe. Just so we're not right against the skulls, and it gives us a little bit more option. Do weird shroom, that works. What do we got now? Mushroom again, that'll be pretty awesome. Don't want to get too close to the skulls. So ideally, we will probably end up about here, so we don't have to use the crystal to cross so many of these things, but... I don't know if that's going to work. This will work fine, though. Yeah, it's going to be really nice, actually. Very good. Okay. We will ideally scoot to the left just a bit. Obviously, if we can go down and oh yeah, perfect. That's what I'm talking about right there. Nice and tight to this wall. Use that crystal. That shoots us right through to the bottom. What is that? This? Awesome. Very good. Okay. Use some terraria. Now we gotta scoot far right. How do we do that? We can tangleweed. We have a lot. Pump that in. Boom, boom. Perfect. Trying to pull us up and out of the skulls that we're in right now and try and get like a little bit of like a little angle here. Like that would have been awesome if we were just a little further up. That's pretty good. Ooh, that's good. Got a lot of these. Haven't used these, I don't think, ever yet. I'm hoping actually that that might drag us through too much. That'll be really good. We have to go up just a little, just a tad. Put in. Maybe I will. Let's go up just a tad here, and then we can use this. Figure out really where we are. That should be fine. Pull to like right there. Yeah, perfect. Great. So we're going to need level 2, so we know we're going to need some salt. Again, I'm going to use sun salt because we have a lot of it. I don't really want to have to use moon salt, just because I don't want to have to make more. But that's not bad. Yeah, can't say no to that. Ideally, we're going to end up like right in here. Obviously, we're not going to do that on this one. That's curving out the wrong way. We could use water cap once more. And we might. Actually, that works out just fine. That's probably really good, like right there. But we'll complete our path just in the odd case that we've overshot. So again, we're going to want to try and line this up as best we can here. Try and visualize that. We're going to dilute. I think we're going to need to be a little higher. Maybe not. Connect the bulbs here. Yeah, we're a little high, I want to say. But really, though, as soon as we spin this bottle, we should be fine. We're only looking for level 2. So we're going to use sun salt again because we have the most of this. So we'll just use this to spin to the right. We're just looking for this to tell me that it's level 2, and then I'm dropping. Boom. So I don't know why that's any better than having the spout stick out the top, but it is what it is. We're still not touching the spout, but that's going to be perfectly fine for what we need this to be. Collect the salt, just chuck it back on there. And we will save this recipe, finish this potion. Here we go. This is life salt number 4 already. Life salt number 4. Okay. Perfect. Let's add this bad boy in. That is just sitting right on top. We can do a level 3 rejuvenation into a level 2 health. So that'll be interesting. Let's try this. Level 3 rejuvenation. This is oil based, so we shouldn't need crystals, I don't think. That's pretty easy. Okay, so we really need to, I gotta complete this path. We need to actually, ideally, if we go, okay, so we'll go a little, if we go to the left, let's add a couple of fire bells. I want to clear this skull path, and then if we clear it, we should be able to dilute all the way back to the middle, and it's pretty easy to complete. We might need to raise a little bit on our path here. Not totally sure. Oh, the Mirage kind of screwed me there, but we should be fine. We'll dilute, 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 dilute. Probably need to raise up a little bit here. You can see we're kind of getting a little tight. Yeah. Okay. Not a big deal. Oh, actually, we don't even have to go all the way in. Okay, so we just got to figure out how to do this the best way. We need level 2 health, so we are going to need a little bit of salt, but it shouldn't be bad. This would be interesting. That path is going to screw us up, or this Mirage is going to screw us up quite a bit, but we're going to dilute from here, and that might actually be pretty cool. Chugging along, chugging along. Ooh, we're in very good shape to get level 2 anyways, so let's dilute enough just so that the bulbs are kind of in the vicinity here. There should be level 2 with even out salt, but yeah, awesome. Perfect. That was easy. Finish this potion. Get life salt, whatever that is, 5 now? Perfect. I'm gonna end up just stacking these on top of each other pretty soon because I can't imagine getting better potions. I can't imagine, like I said, needing more life salts, but you never know. Okay, life salt 5. Perfect. So that's already 5 of these potions. That's just our middle beaker here. Pop that in. Another 3 rejuvenation. So this one is gonna need to be, so we're gonna need to make a level 3 rejuvenation with a water base because I don't think we have an oil based, I don't think the fragrance node is on the oil based, so that's important to know. Okay, because I don't think we have that. Fragrance we know is up the side. Yeah. It's actually pretty close to rejuvenation, so that's good. But we gotta go all the way up to... Wow. Okay. We gotta go all the way up to the top. That one's gonna be a pain. That one's gonna be a big pain. We're going to need all the ingredients, get down here to level, make that level 3. You're going to have to kind of just scoot up all along. Revert. Okay. Okay, so that's fine. We're not going to do that one yet. Let's just see how much of this we can clear off in this playthrough here. So we have 3 poison and 2 acid. So we do have an poison base. We'll just scoot down to acid. That seems pretty easy. Just right below us here. Obviously, this Mirage is going to screw us up, but we're going to just go as far as we can with it. Very good trajectory here. That's going to bring us a little high. That's going to take us through some stuff here that we don't want. It's going to be a little high. Terraria would be not good enough. That is... A lot of these seem very simple, but we want to kind of, my ideal scenario would be in and around here, especially because we're in a Mirage right now. Our path is going to be a little bit more distorted than it should be. Let's use a poop shroom, and this should give us a pretty good angle. I'm going to just complete the path entirely just in case it helps us out. Obviously, we don't have to use it all because this is going to be the end of the potion, so we'll just see how much that trips us out. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Might be... no. But we'll be able to pull it through though for level 2, no problem. Awesome. Get level 2 here. A little bit more, boom. No problem. Save recipe, finish potion. Get another life salt here. Where'd that go? Just right there. I'm gonna start just leaving these empty pages. I don't know how many actual empty pages we have left. Looks like it's still a considerable amount, but boom. This is what, life salt 6? Life salt number 6. this in. That's just our bottom beaker. Boom. We have 3 libido, a rage, and enlarge, 3 libido, and fragrance, 2 heal, and 2 invis. Okay, these are all not bad. This one's gonna suck, but all the other ones are not bad. This one's kind of crappy too, just because rejuvenation really is tucked in its own corner of the map. But like, it's honestly not bad. We'll do 3. Let's do 3 rage. We'll do a light and libido, because like everything's kind of in that general area here. So 3 rage. 3 rage. We need to go down here to light. So rip around here. What is it? Goldthorn that rips around on the left and down? Yeah, awesome. That's good shape. Probably right in around there would be fine, I think. Yeah. Sweet. Just gonna dilute to pull us in a little tighter here. We only need 1 and 1, so we just barely need to graze. Is it? What do we need? It's light and libido. Okay. It's kind of close. I went a little farther than I needed to, but still no problem. We'll boot out. Okay, yeah, perfect. Let's use these because we really don't use it in too much. But that'll work out just fine. Again, we only need level 1 light, so we're in good shape. Use this bad boy because we don't really use him for too much. Shooting on down, and then we just again need to barely graze. Barely graze this light potion. We'll be completely fine here. It's too much. That'll be fine. Got a lot of poop shrooms. That'll be just fine. Boom. Pump that in. Okay. Just finish this here. Now we're just going right up to libido. Again, nice and easy because it's only level 1. We just need to graze it. Boom. That's going to take us through skulls, but we should have whirlweed. That would take us through. It'll get us. Yeah, it should be pretty good. That skull's going to suck. But if we take it to about here, and then we can just use Foggy Parasol and end that. That was a little closer than I was expecting, but still fine. Boom, level 1. Okay, save recipe, finish potion. Where did this go? What's that, this? This now is life salt 7, 6, 7? 7? Life salt number 7. So you can see obviously the recipes get a lot more complicated. Even though they are still relatively basic, there aren't any that are just pure like grade 3 potions now. So that's definitely the biggest difference in kind of these recipes and stuff here, but still kind of all said they aren't that bad, which is nice. Again, just reorganizing here. I would imagine we will probably need some more recipe pages just for the Philosopher's Stone, even though I don't know why you would need to recreate that, but just in case we do, we can pour this in. Is this? No. Other one. Top. Boom. Perfect. So let's do our 3 libido, a rage, and enlarge. So 3 libido. Rage, we have to go up to the top. So we can just scoot out the top here, maybe. Not with those. Where's this? Nope. We'll do this to get to here. Boom. Gotta still pop out the top, so I'm gonna use Foggy Parasol because, yeah, might as well get a little bit of our side angle here. And again, it's only level 1, so we just need to graze. Let's put a water bloom in. Or maybe not, because we don't have so many of them. Yeah, let's save those. Let's put my big boy cold cap, water cap, whatever it is in. Love this one. So it's Libido, Rage, and Enlarge. So we're going to have to scoot back across. We may need a crystal for this one, but at least it's close enough on this side that we don't have to do too much work. You can see we're going to just shoot back all the way over to the left here. We'll just use a crystal to go across, I think. What do we have? We still have a lot of lava root, so that's going to give us some space. We will use that magma morale just to get us a kind of downward slope. It's actually a more gradual angle than I thought it was. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's use a hairy banana because we don't use too much of it. Boom. We can basically get right against the wall with it, so that's good. Again, with this one, we only need level 1, so we just gotta touch it, but we are gonna need a crystal that's gonna shoot us across into here, so yeah, we got a lot of fire citrine. Awesome. So I was gonna say, we still haven't gotten that blood crystal. That Miner Joe Jim Bob hasn't really come back for a while, so he's got other customers apparently. Let's just use all of our hairy bananas on this. Boom. Yeah, we're gonna be in great shape for this one. Should be great. Pop that rage in, or this enlarge. Oh yeah. Okay, so apparently we still have 14 empty pages now, even having created this, so that's huge. Let's do some life salt, and where's our dot? Boom. Life salt 8. Life salt number 8. Fantastic. Okay. And that now goes in the middle beaker. Boom. Okay, we almost have this created. Like, this isn't too bad. 2 health and 2 invis. So let's do that. Obviously, we have to go down and manually do this one because I have not been saving weaker grade potions, but not a problem. Should be able to get level 2 with this if we were able to get level 3 with it. So we'll just do our 2 life leaf again. I'm just going to complete the path just to make sure that we do get it. So we need level 2 here. Wow. Perfect. We'll just pull this into the middle. We know invisibility is up towards the top, so I'm just going to complete this. We'll pull it up again. We could use Whirlweed again. Honestly, we might as well. We still have quite a bit of it. I'm only going to use it twice, but it's going to help us completely clear this channel and get us all the way up. So, and then we need to go up to the right. So that's cool. Use a cold cap as always to bridge this gap. My favorite thing to do. I don't want to use Whirlweed again. Actually, it doesn't really work that well for this instance anyway, so we can use a Foggy Parasol. And then honestly, if we do we need level 2 though, so we got to end up in behind this one. Maybe there's something that'll work better. Use probably one of these. Maybe 2 of them. That's pretty good. Yeah, we'll just use 2 of those. And that should give us an angle, but again, I'm just going to complete that path on the odd chance that it doesn't. Again, we're only looking for level 2, so it doesn't have to be completely perfect. But shoot this one on up here. Make sure our spoon is down in there. Flying along. Pretty smooth path. Again, just navigating that channel with the 2 Whirlweed gets kind of dicey, but we know it works because that's how we have our Swift Potion made, so. Boom, line this up. The rest of the path can help us center if for whatever reason we don't get this, but it shouldn't be an issue. We're looking really good. Level 2. Boom. Save the recipe. Where'd that go? This? No, this. Okay. So this is life salt. I don't even know how many at this point. God. Gotta make some room, big boys. Get out of here. Okay, this is what? 9? God. Life salt. Number 9. Okay. Finish that potion. Stick this one in. This is just our top beaker. Perfect. So we only have 3 left, and really only one of them should be, well, neither of the ones that use rejuvenation are going to be fun, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Let's do the libido and fragrance. Level 3 libido. Continue from here. Fragrance is the far right side of the map, so we're going to do something just to get out of this channel a little bit here. Let's just dilute to pull ourselves into the middle. Dilute a little more. I think we should be good with that. That's going to be kind of tough. I might have to kind of use a little bit of reworking that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Close out of there. There we go. Now, well, I might not be low enough still. But we can just add another terraria if we need to, which we will. So that's fine. I don't want to go. Actually, we can probably. Where is fragrance? Fragrance is lower. Okay, so we'll continue with smashing up the terraria because again we know we're going to need to navigate that side channel there. Boom, 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 boom. Revert back to the middle. Might as well just start off here. Use some tangleweed to go far right, get us close to the wall. I think it's probably easiest if we get in right where the fire protection is and then just work in and kind of down and around. So let's just go with that mentality right now. Probably use cold cap, water cap. Fantastic as always. Thank you very much. I'm hoping we should still have arcane crystal that we can shoot across to the right side, so that'll be helpful. I'm gonna use a smidge of terraria to pull us down. It's gonna be right into the skull. Oh, that's not good. Okay, not a problem. I just wanted to use the water cap there, but I forgot it pulls us along on the left first, so not gonna be an option. Okay, a couple of different ways we can do this. Actually, that's not bad. I'll just use one of these. Okay, and then just scoot it out all the way right. We have a lot of tangleweed, so let's just tangleweed this on out. It's pretty good. See what an arcane crystal looks like from here. That should be completely fine. I don't want to use that though until I know for sure we can clear this little hump here. Boom. Okay, we're in good shape. Awesome. Let's just teleport this in. I'm going to use tangleweed again because we have a lot. As you can see. Okay. Now we know we got to go down. So we have a lot of really good herbs here that take us down. Like this one. Healer's Heather. Awesome. No. Gonna keep going. We know we want to end up on the right side of that fragrance bottle. We know we're gonna need to use a little bit of salt to turn that, and to be able to get us level 2 here, which is not a problem though. How best? Where's mushroom? Goes out the other way. Okay. Let's do poop shroom to get us about here. Terraria ends up pretty nice. I wish I was over to the right just a smidge more, but again, we only need level 2, so it might not matter. Let's just try terraria. That would keep it cheap. But we might need to be a little lower. is my only real concern. Obviously, we're a little lower here. So for level 2, we could honestly maybe get it. I'm going to spin some salt. We're going to use a little bit. I have so much sun salt still, so I'm going to add the additional sun salt. And just hope that we can get level 2. It's going to be a little bit of an overspin for sun salt. Okay, level 2, perfect. But we can just pump this in now. Fragrance. Boom. Probably a good recipe just in general if people are looking for libido with extra effects. I'm going to switch this. Okay, so it's number 9. This is number 10. Obviously, it doesn't really matter the order of these things, but red dot, life cell, 10. Number 10. That is quite a life salt collection here, folks. Okay, pop that in. So we only have 2 left. We have come so far. Let's complete life salt, and then we'll end this episode, because then really the only thing that we need to do on our last episode, I'm assuming that the last episode would be Philosopher's Stone. Gonna have our work cut out for us because we still need to find the curse node, so we'll have to see. But there's gonna be a lot of ground that we have to cover here, so we're gonna need to make sure we have herbs, we're gonna need to make sure that we have ingredients, and then just go for broke. So that'll be quite an episode. But let's try and nail these 2 ones off here. So we have a level 2 base, charm, libido, and rejuvenation. That one is honestly probably easier because again, yeah. We'll start with level 2. So again, because we don't save anything under that, we know this is water based because there isn't charm or libido as nodes in the oil map. So we will again just start with 2 life leaf here. Grind this up. Boom. Grind this up. Bazoom. Okay. 1, 2. Perfect. Good start. What did we need now? Charm. So that's up in the top. I want to say it's past swiftness. So let's dilute. Again, we could use whirlweed, but I don't want to like completely blow it all. We have this thing, feather bloom, that I don't honestly know if we use at all. So let's use some of these. It's kind of like an exaggerated wind bloom with a little tighter projection, or a little tighter trajectory, so that's cool. But again, I don't think we've used this maybe ever. But we're gonna add 3 of those. It's gonna get us in pretty nice and tight. Have a lot of that covered already, which is awesome. Sure, let's use a lava root. I think with these we only need level 1s, so you don't have to think too much about lining everything up. Yeah, it's all just level 1, so that makes it super easy. I just want to see, we have charm and libido, so if we can get something that's going to circle here, and then libido is obviously further left and a little down, so if we can get something like that, that'd be awesome. Grave truffle would have been kind of cool to be able to use there. We've bought a bunch of it and just have not used it, so we'll use bloodthorn. It's not going to be the ideal one, but it gets us at least pointed in the right direction at this point. Pump this in. Perfect. Finish that off. Okay. And shoot out left. Be awesome if we had something like this, but left. But we don't. What's this? No. That's not terrible, but I want to go more left than anything. Use a snake mushroom. Gets us kind of tight here, but obviously won't use it again. Out of those. Okay, yeah, I keep forgetting about this all of a sudden. Should be able to do that. That's a good one. It has been a long time since we have seen or used flameweed. This, because again, not something that we typically use. We should be able to just stick a little bit of Terraria in and be able to rip this one off. Terraria. Yeesh. That might be a little tight, but I mean, if I need to dilute, it shouldn't be an issue. I want to see though. Okay, good. Oh, we're not gonna hit that, but boom, we're just a little off. Okay, libido. Now we gotta go all the way to the bottom of the map now. And okay, Terraria. It's the go-to for going to the bottom. Shooting on through, add another Terraria just because. Probably could have ground that completely just because we know we're gonna need to go to the bottom here. But that's fine. So again, we already know we're shooting for this area here, or here I guess maybe. Yeah, probably like, no. It'd be ideally like right down here. It's a lot easier to get to the bottom of the map than it is to kind of navigate some of that. So we'll use some mushroom here. I don't think that would have taken me completely down the channel safely, so I'm not going to do that. This is going to be very Terraria based, which is kind of scary, but we should be okay. I want to start going to the right a bit though. Gotta keep forgetting, or I gotta remember that we have some of those other really good herbs like Healer's Heather. Boom, shoot across. Use another water cap. Don't mind if I do. I don't want to go. Yeah, that's probably fine actually. Right down there. Banking on the fact that we still have an arcane crystal. Okay, good. We're gonna need to buy a lot of those because that has actually we could use. Yeah, we'll use Frost Sapphire this time, just to make sure that we have these crystals on hand because I have so many of those and I have not used any of them. I don't think. Maybe one. Mushroom has come in pretty clutch in some of these too. Look at how much coverage you get straight down, and it's a pretty tight trajectory. So, again, another one that's very helpful. I want to chill out with Water Bloom a bit. Just use another cold water cap. Get out of here. Of course, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Stick that in. Okay. Okay, so if we're going to use Frost Sapphire then... Oh, I keep forgetting, actually. The whole idea with this one is we're not shooting directly straight out. We have a lot of Earth Pyrite still, so we're good. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Mushroom to get us down to about here. Okay. Use some Weird Shroom to get us a really good cut on this. Now we can use Earth Pyrite to shoot through this wall. Grind that up, pound it, shoot on through. If we wanted to, no, there's no point. Goldthorn, where's Goldthorn? That'll help me round this really nicely. Shoot off to about there. Good angle. Nice. Okay, Healer's Heather. We are not quite high enough for that. We'll take this just to go a little bit there. That's gonna be really nice though. All of a sudden this thing's kinda helping. Look at that one. Boom, laser. This is gonna be kinda helpful too. First time we were using this. And again, we know we want level 2. No, we don't. We only want level 1 Jujuvie. Nice. This is gonna be good then. But those are going to be super helpful for when we shoot into needing a level 3 rejuvenation base in water, or level 2 or whatever it was. But with just needing level 1, we can put this in, save recipe, finish potion. And that went where? Not this. What the hell did we start with on that? 2 health, wasn't it? One lost. Okay. This, right? Yeah. Life Salt. Again. Level 11. Or Potion 11. Life Salt. Number 11. Okay. are doing not bad, folks. This is definitely going to be the barn burner one here. Did I not? Okay. I think I put that in the wrong one. No, right one. Okay, let's do this. So we got to get level 3 rejuvenation. So again, we are plugging right back down into that same corner of the map here. So we're going to use some healer heather. We have a lot of it. So if we can use this mainly to cover our ground here, that'd be really nice. You can see how much ground it covers. If we can use a mushroom now, like this is going to be awesome. Very good. Maybe one more mushroom. Not quite. Maybe a terraria there. Oh. Kinda sucked. What the heck is this? What was that? That's not that. I'm gonna use a Kraken mushroom, I think. I don't know why. But that'll be good. That's what I need. I needed to just get an angle on this. Okay. Gonna need to be really careful though. We're gonna need to buy some mushrooms if and when possible. Oh, wow. Okay. No. This will work. Take this right into there. Totally fine. Whoa. Where's the pyrite? Shoot on through. Now again, we're gonna need some salt. I'm gonna use some sun salt again because I've got a lot. Even though it's more expensive, we ended up creating 2 of them, so might as well. That's gonna be kind of chancy, but I'm feeling it. Boom, good. Didn't really feel like looking like an idiot today. That's too tight. Those are all too tight to the skulls. That goes low. That's interesting. That's not gonna work. None of those. None of those. Okay. Don't want water bloom. Could use this. Not really what I would typically use it for, but that will work. Just had to pull ourselves out of that ditch. Terraria, because it is a staple. A life leaf, because that'll be a little too close if we don't. Okay. Awesome. Look at that. That's a really good one too. I'm gonna do that just to basically get us there. That might be a little close. I'm hoping it's not. Okay, good. Now we need to get under here. Terraria wouldn't be bad for that. Actually, life leaf should be fantastic for that. Just gotta make sure that we're not in the skulls too much. We might have to pull out a little early. That's actually very good. But again, though, we need the perfect base, so that's chancy. We need to loot. Just point us that in the right direction. Okay. I'm gonna need to come up a little bit. I can tell that already. So I'm gonna put this in. Pull up just a bit. Delete just a bit. See how we're lined up here. Not looking that good yet. Okay, that's better. Look like we're on track. Bulb is in pretty good spot. Probably need to come over just a bit. That's pretty good. Okay, let's use our sun salt here. Spin. Here's level 2. Very just small dashes. Boom, boom. Whoa, get out of here. Scared me. So definitely your level 3s when you're spinning these bottles have to be less perfect than what you would typically need. but I don't care. I like that. Okay, so we will do this. Add some water to start diluting this, because where do we need to go now? We need to go all the way to the top of the map. So we're gonna need to shoot a couple of crystals through here to really be able to make sense of all of this. Now I do have crystals that basically take us everywhere right now, so this is gonna be awesome. We're going to, boom, pop at the top, and we can just dilute a little bit here. We have a lot of those cloud crystals, honestly. We're gonna have to come back for this fragrance, but again, where is this? Like, this is up at the very top middle of the map, essentially, so it's probably better for us to cross through as soon as we can, so I might just use some fire citrine to pop through, unless we pop through up here, because I don't want to have to use 2 of those crystals, so let's just see. Let's see if we can go out the top at all. Put this here. That's good. I just have to watch, though, because, again, we are tilted, and it makes us a little bit differently shaped than when we would typically be kind of navigating some of these areas here, so it is something that you want to pay attention to. You want to go left. That doesn't do too much for us. That's pretty good. One of our better options so far. Whoa, see, so that's what I mean. So I keep forgetting kind of that I have a tail now. We're a little less tall, which is good, but we have a tail, so it definitely affects how you navigate some of this stuff here. As much as I'm curious what this orb, or what this node is, we don't want to pump it in because then we're going to ruin our base. So, if you're wondering why I'm not taking that, that's why. I have bigger dreams. I need to use fire citrine wherever this is. Perfect. Good. So that's going to shoot us through. And I should be able to just, I won't be able to dilute completely. Let's use Bloodthorn. Nope. I thought that went higher. Okay, we can use this. This will be fine. We'll be able to get the height out of that too. So I just want to see, again, we're going to be a little long there. Not sure why. Oh, it's because we're tilting. I forgot. Whoa, look at that. That sucks though, because we have to use this now. It doesn't really matter because we can just dilute back to center, so that's fine. But now we know we want to climb out the top of the map to hit that inspiration. So I'm gonna use cool. I don't know. Oh yeah, let's use these feather blooms again. Again, I don't want to use too many. We already had 3 in the other recipe, so I just want to be mindful of we only have now 9. So let's use 3 again. And then no more. But it really does help you climb the map pretty well. Shoot up here. Where else do we need to go? So ideally we'll just pop through invisibility again, which is easy because again from here we already know. Use my favorite, cold cap. Boom. Nice and blue. Get some good coverage. Use a couple of foggy parasols to pop up here. Boom. A little additional coverage there with that swing. And swing. Gonna add this one and then one more for good measure. It's gonna get us nice and tight here. I'm just gonna go there. I don't need to be any closer to the wall. I don't want to run the risk that I'm buried in these skulls without a real chance. We can use our cloud crystal thingy to pop that in. And again, we're only needing level 1 of this, so we don't need to do anything special. We just gotta get up there. So we should be in very good shape now. Perfect. And then it's going to be the same thing with fragrance too. We know it's kind of under, it's quite a far ways down the right side of the map, but we only need level 1, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue to get. What was going up there? This. That should be fine. I don't know actually if that'll touch enough. If it doesn't, it's not a big deal. We have a lot of these, but if it does, which it might, yeah, very barely, but perfect. Awesome, so now we just need fragrance. And again, we know it's on the far right side of our map. Where is it? All the way down here. So basically just above where the rejuvenation is. We'll have to use some crystals, but again, we have crystals that are going to take us there, so let's just dilute. I'm going to pop out to the right just a little bit once we get closer here, because I don't think, yeah, we're going to just miss that. Use a life leaf because we have more of that than we do water bloom. That gives us a good angle. Use another crystal here. So this one's going to be a pretty expensive recipe actually, just because we're going to have like 4 crystals in it. But again, hopefully we aren't having to do this a couple of times. So we'll just see. I don't want to go all the way down if I don't have to. It make more sense, I think, at this point to just stay right if we can. And then just pop back through the wall instead of having to go all the way down. Okay, so that's good. Making up really good ground with Healer's Heather here. I want to essentially cross right where we have that fire protection, if that's going to be possible. You can see we kind of run out of our luck here with that. So it's going to run us into the wall. But honestly, our crystal might be able to zap us through, but I don't want to have to navigate that other patch of skulls. So I'm going to try and go down one more time, maybe even with Terraria here. Might need to go down twice. Actually, I got to be careful that before I throw this in, I'm not all that confident in that. Not confident in those. This just to get us out of here. What else do we got? No. Okay. This should be pretty good. It gets a little dicey here. Maybe a Terraria again. We're still kind of flirting with the wall there though. What do we have for crystals that pops us at the right side? We have that cloud sapphire. We can do that and then just go through. So let's get through the wall, I think. So we're going to be crossing a little higher up than I wanted, but we have some more space here, so let's just do that. Pop a Terraria in because we can. Should be fine there. Okay. And we're trying to get down here, so again, we should be able to use... Oh yeah, we're fine. We're gonna be flying. Obviously, we have a lot of open ground here. Able to just keep spinning out this way. Awesome. And again, we only need level 1, so... it shouldn't be too hard to get. Even if we just throw one of these in for fun. Not really sure why I did that, but let's just get there right now. And then honestly, a Terraria should, oh yeah, more than work. Boom. Down on there. Get our level 1. Awesome. Save this recipe. Where's the apple? This one? Nope. This one. Okay. Switch this picture. Life salt 12. So we just made... We will have created life salt. Just made 12 new recipes. We revamped a lot of our other recipes to be able to make Rubedo, which is absolutely huge. Let's put this in. Where is that now? This. Boom. You can see our handles lit up. We're gonna make some life salt, get an achievement, cross this off the Alchemist path, so that's gonna be huge. Boom, look at that. Churning. Awesome. 2,000 experience points, so that's cool. You can see that's something in like chapter 10 here, so we gotta create Potion of Curse and Hallucinations. We gotta reach popularity 12. Okay, so that's not bad. We're almost at popularity 12, I'm pretty sure. Again, I can't see because my record button is in the way. We already know where the hallucination and whatever thing is. What did we need? We said curse. Curse. So that's the one that we need to find. Obviously, we haven't even seen that node yet, so I would imagine that that's probably here. Because it's the only one. Like, I don't know what those are. Honestly, it could be any of those. It's gonna be one of those mystery nodes. I'm assuming. I don't know. Based on nothing, I'm assuming. Okay, we'll have to figure out where that is, but that'll be next episode for sure. Again, we created life salt now. You can see 5,000 life salt. That's awesome. So that's going to give us a bit more juice. So either, I mean, we can use void salt if that makes more sense, or life salt. That's huge. Very, very cool. So the only thing that we have not made in this game now, so far as to my knowledge at least, is Philosopher's Stone. That's going to give us Magnum Opus. I don't know if this is something that we need to create afterwards or what. You can see, though, that next episode is going to be pretty fun. We already have the Rubedo crystal made to be able to start this. Let's go ahead and just, before I forget, to put that in. We are locked and loaded, ready to go for this now. We already have a level 3 base for this. We don't have level 3 fragrance base. We have level 3 necromancy. So we have a couple of starting point ones here. We're going to need to do a little bit more work on some of these, but this is going to be a lot of fun to try and navigate here. Gonna call this episode a little over 2.5 hours on this one, but again, we really did get a lot accomplished. Obviously recreating some of the recipes to make them a bit more efficient. We made Citronitas, we made another Rubedo, we have the Philosopher's Stone recipe, we made life salt, so very, very cool episode, very productive episode, and honestly, the next episode might be the very last one. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I mean, we'll definitely come back and clean up some achievements if the game ends after creating the Philosopher's Stone, but I would imagine it does. Pretty cool looking stone here, but I'm not 100%. We will have to see how it all goes. But thank you guys for tuning in, sticking around if you did. If you like this video, definitely give it a like, drop a comment, any questions that you might have in the comment section here. We love conversing with you guys about some of the games that we're playing because we are learning just as much as you are as we're going through and playing. So we can definitely figure some things out together. Subscribe to Friendly Frenzy Games, where we have a lot of gaming content, not only potion craft, but we have we'll have a lot of Diablo coming up. We have some escape room simulator. We have some Terraria. We also have some tape to tape. So just continuously building, hitting a variety of different games that honestly we are just super enjoying playing and conversing with you guys. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, Friendly Frenzy Games, and we will see you all in the next episode. Have a great one.